Hey lovely people out there, how are you all doing? This is your Staggered Nikita and welcome back to Nikki's Staggered YouTube channel. As always, if you're new to the channel, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and do share this video with your near and dear ones, those who will be benefited with this video as per your thought. So in today's video, we are going to discuss one of the most benefic and beautiful yet complex conjunction taking place in transit in the sky right now, that is of two gurus being combined in the sign of Pisces. Yes, you guessed it right. Jupiter is in its own sign of Pisces in the sky, and Venus finds its exaltation in the sign of Pisces, and both these gurus are currently conjunct. And we are going to see its in detail impact as per your ascendant and moon sign. So stay tuned till the end. And as I always say, do not skip the intro part, because that's where we get to understand how the planetary influences are impacting us on a deeper level. As always, if you want to take a professional consultation from me regarding your horoscope, then you can send an email to nikkistarguide@gmail.com, and all the details are given in the description section. I also want to make an announcement. I'm going to be in Pune from second week of March 2023. So if you want to book your in-person consultation session with me, if you're traveling to Pune, if you're in and around Pune, then you can schedule a session by sending an email to me. So without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. The natural second and seventh house ruler of the Kalpurush Kundali, Venus, is meeting the natural ninth and 12th house ruler Jupiter in the 12th house sign of Pisces, which is all about devotion, surrender, imagination, intuition, spirituality, losses, isolation. It is the house where we set ourselves free from the clutches of the boundaries set by the mundane world. Now, what is the first thing that comes to our mind when we try to understand Jupiter and Venus conjunction? These two are the greatest of benefics, soft planets. They are the gurus. One is the Dev Guru and one is the Daitya Guru. So a lot of goodness is being gathered in the Sattvic sign of Pisces. And as we all know, too much of anything ain't good, right? So same way, when Venus is exalted, it is the time of relaxation. It is a time of taking a back seat and enjoying some leisure time, some time of reflection, and engaging in a lot of self-care activities. You would notice that people will be spending a lot of money, time, and resources on self-care activities, going on retreats, leisure travel, and exploring the hidden side of their personality. The last point is very, very important. Shall I repeat it? People will be busy in exploring the hidden side, the hidden part, the hidden desires of their personality. The one that has always been kept aside. And there will be a notion of escaping from the mundane responsibilities. Now, on top of it, Jupiter in Pisces is a time period where we will be forced to explore and escape the old ways of doing things and walking into the unknown territory. Seeking mystery or doing something mysterious that is considered as a taboo, or not a taboo, but something which is a fantasy to us, that sets our soul on fire. That's what Jupiter in Pisces will make us do. On top of it, we have Venus exalted in Pisces. This means that chasing some kind of fantasy, some desire, is going to be a big theme during this time frame. Not to forget, Jupiter and Venus would find Saturn on one side and Rahu on the other side in transit. Saturn is the harsh reality, right? It is the karma karak. It is the significator of our karma, responsibilities, duties, whereas Rahu is the desire. Rahu is unfinished business. That's how I can sum it up in the best possible way. This means that Saturn is constantly going to remind us to be abided by our karma and not to forget our goals as we are heading towards our unfinished business, which is Rahu in the sign of Aries. So one must take good care of the practicalities and equally stay intact with the present part of reality as well, as Jupiter and Venus are going to make us indulge in the world of fantasy and desire. Now, how we can make the best of this period? So number one, nourish yourself with good food, ample amount of rest, and meaningful self-care activities. Number two is expenses should be made mainly based on investment and returns policy than immediate momentary pleasures. All right. So Jupiter and Venus in Pisces, what it would do is it will make us spend money on momentary pleasurable activities, or it would make us invest in pleasure giving activities. So you have to strike a good balance between long term and short term goals, and you have to consider what is good for your highest good. The way you can keep a track of financial management is going to define how you will be getting impacted by this transit, either positively or somewhat negatively. On the number three, we have spending some solitude time every day, some time all by yourself. So stay positive, love yourself extra, pamper yourself in the areas of life that are represented by the house where the sign of Pisces falls in your chart. So pampering yourself does not mean indulging in it endlessly. Rather, it means that engaging in the meaningful activities with having a mindful vision and a correct attitude about why we are doing what we are doing. Worshipping Goddess Lakshmi and Goddess Saraswati is also going to be fruitful in understanding and enhancing this conjunction and its positive impact. So take their blessings. Go for a makeover, clean your house, declutter your energies, rejuvenate yourself, and you will be able to see better results by Jupiter and Venus in Pisces. Now, what not to do during this time? So number one, we have to let go of the fanatical behavior. Jupiter and Venus in Pisces can also sometimes show people being on autopilot mode. All right, so there is lack of control over our behavior, over our senses, over the decisions that we are making. So stay tuned with the reality and practical part, and you will be able to save yourself from this side of this conjunction. On number two, do not ignore your health while indulging in self-pleasurable activities. Remember, doing anything in extravagance is also not considered to be healthy in a long run. Stop obsessively daydreaming and balance out your energies by staying productive and proactive. Also, make sure to avoid spending money thoughtlessly. So, these are the things that should be done in order to not let the less positive side of this conjunction take over your world, your personality, and your reality. That's how you can make the best of this beautiful, beautiful transit, this beautiful conjunction of two gurus in Pisces. Let these two gurus teach you two different sides of reality. Learn them both, appreciate both of them, admire them both, respect both of them, as both sides are necessary to live a life to the fullest in a balanced manner in today's world. For the Aries ascendant or moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your 9th and 12th house of horoscope, and Venus is the ruler of your 2nd and 7th house. And both of them are going to be conjunct in your 12th house of horoscope. Now, this is a very beautiful time period for all the Aries natives. Why so? Because Venus finds its exaltation in the 12th house of the sign of Pisces in your chart, and Jupiter owns the sign of Pisces. So now when two gurus are being conjunct in the 12th house of losses, of expenditure, of subconscious mind, what this conjunction is going to do primarily for you is to help you release all the clogged up emotions. You're going to be more fresh, more ready to incorporate new habits in your life. You are going to be focused on releasing the non-serving patterns from your personality, from your behavior. You're going to get knowledge about what will serve you for your highest good. You're going to think about the spiritual element, the contentment part of your personality and life. You're going to be considerate towards what makes me peaceful. Who are the people that I should be close to? So this is a great time period to ponder upon these aspects of life. There is going to be heavy expenditure on long distance traveling. You might even get your car repair done if you want to invest in a new car, or if you want to beautify your home, your car, you want to invest in a new course, you want to travel abroad, or especially if you want to travel abroad with your loved one or to a faraway place, this is an excellent time period to do so. Jupiter Venus in the 12th house will definitely give you expenditure for some of the comfort and conveniences related areas of life, whereas Saturn, on the other hand, being in the 11th house, will make you keep a check on your financial management. Jupiter and Venus will give you expenditure, but Saturn will make you invest in some kind of resources. This Saturn will not give you returns easily. Rather, you have to work for certain things for a longer duration time, and then at the end of the day, or at the end of few months or a year, you will get the return of it. Rahu in the first house is making you take up risks. So take the risks wisely, and Jupiter and Venus in 12th house is a great time period to have good pet pleasure, to spend time with your loved ones, to spend some leisure time away from your homeland, or even to spend money or invest money for the necessities of life. Overall results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placement and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Taurus ascendant and moon sign natives, Venus is the ruler of your 1st and 6th house of horoscope, and Jupiter is the ruler of your 8th and the 11th house of horoscope, and both these gurus are going to be conjunct in your 11th house, where Venus is exalted and Jupiter is in its own sign. So now, first of all, Venus is the ruler of the 6th house of your horoscope, right? 6th house represents our past or pending karmas. So now the ruler of the past life karmas or pending karmas is going in the house of wish fulfillment, that is the 11th house, which means what? So here Venus is supporting you to fulfill all your desires. Your past life is going to support you in some way to enhance your luck, to fulfill your desires. Now it depends on you to carry or to strike a perfect balance between the two different ideological perspectives of Jupiter and Venus. So Jupiter and Venus here in the 11th house will definitely give you financial gains. There might be new income source being generated during this time. If you had that desire from a long time, this is the perfect time to start a new business, to invest in new things, to gain from the past investments as well. There will be good events occurring in your child's life. You will be celebrating with your children. You will feel more creative, more happy-go-lucky. You will feel blessed during this time, right? There will be Goddess Lakshmi's blessings by your side. On the other hand, Saturn in the 10th house will make you work hard for every penny that you're earning, for your karma, for your reputation, whereas Rahu, on the other hand, in the 12th house, will make you take up risk for your fulfillment of desires, for your career, especially as Rahu co-rules the 10th house of the sign of Aquarius. Rahu in the 12th house also indicates that with Jupiter and Venus 12th to it, you are thinking of various ideas. You are in a creative mode. You are thinking about all possible investment options, like real estate investment or car rental business, any of it. Name any of it, and you are after it right now, because Rahu in 12th house is making you crave for more money, right? Whatever planet is next or behind Rahu or with Rahu, we are constantly obsessing over those aspects of life. So here Jupiter and Venus in 11th house, it's a great time period to conceive if you are looking to become parent, if you are willing to gain investment related gains, or if you are thinking of investing in mutual funds, or if you are seeking a promotion at the place of work. And especially if you are an artist, if you are into media industry, creative field, freelancing, content writers, or if you are working in MNC, then this is a great time period. Overall results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Gemini Ascendant and Moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your 7th and 10th house of horoscope, and Venus is the ruler of your 12th and the 5th house of horoscope. And now both these gurus are going to be conjunct in the 10th house, the highest of the Kendra houses of the horoscope. Now, what does it indicate is that, first of all, new work opportunities are on the horizon for all the Gemini natives. All right, you are going to be getting new opportunities. Opportunities are going to flow into your life. You are not going to chase after them. Rather, they are going to fall into your lap. If I would not mind saying this. All right, so you must make the best of this transit, because especially if you are in the creative field of work, if you're into media, art industry, if you are working in MNC, if you are into software related work, or even if you are in any kind of work, you're going to be more graceful. Your authorities are going to be more graceful with you. They are going to be happy. So this is a great time period if you want to leverage this opportunity, if you want to get your task done by the approval of your authorities, or if you want to strengthen your relationship with family members even, or with the boss, or with a colleague at the place of work. All right, so you're going to be more concerned about making a positive impact at the place of work. You're going to be more focused on enhancing your public image and reputation in the world out there by doing noble deeds. There can be renovation related stuff happening at your workplace, or even at your home. All right, so this is a pleasant time period overall. If you're looking to get that raise from a long time, this is a great time period to pitch yourself, to start the negotiations and conversations. If you are into business, then you can excel your business, all right, by launching a new product, or by increasing your fees if you are in service-based business. So overall, this is a great time period, I would say. With Saturn being in the 12th house from this Jupiter and Venus, Saturn will make you go by the traditional way. It will keep on reminding you to take up the traditional path and not to get lost in the fantasy world of this great benefic conjunction taking place in the sign of Pisces in your 10th house. Whereas Rahu, on the other hand, in the 11th house, is making you even more ambitious. You are likely to receive public recognition as well. So overall, a good period for Gemini people. Other results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Cancer Ascendant and Moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your 6th and 9th house of horoscope, and Venus is the ruler of your 11th and 4th house of horoscope. And now both these gurus are going to be conjunct in the 9th house of Bhagya, luck, fortune, long distance journeys. So this is the highest of the Trikona houses, that is trines. It is the most auspicious house. And what could be the better combination than having two most benefic planets, the most benevolent planets, the gurus of two kinds, together in the house of luck? Which means what? So it means that Jupiter and Venus, first of all, will enhance your fortune during this time. They will make you do the activities and think such thoughts which are helpful and nourishing and supportive of you heading towards enhanced luck and fortune in your life. So this is a very good time period for all the Cancer natives. You must make the best of this time period. So Jupiter and Venus duo here will either do something great in your life, or it can bring luck and fortune in your father's life, in your siblings' life as well. Especially if you have siblings, then you are going to be much more focused towards enhancing their lives. You're going to support them as a strong pillar of strength, and you're going to help them with grace and poise to uplift their lives as well. All the Cancer natives are going to take up either short or long distance journey during this time. If you are thinking of getting relocated, then this is the perfect time period to do so. Whatever opportunity that might show up in front of you is going to be good. So do not hesitate much. Take this risk. Of course, take a calculated risk, but you have to understand that luck is on your side. So it might so happen that you have to spend some money to enhance your fortune, which if as an example, we think like you have to get relocated to get that high paying job, then don't hesitate in doing that, right? Once you invest your money, your resources, your time, and you convince yourself that you have to get relocated in order to enhance your fortune, then you must do it. So like this way, Jupiter and Venus here will help you better, make some betterment in your life. Saturn in the 8th house is bringing a lot of transformation, and Rahu in the 10th house is bringing a lot of success, new opportunities at the place of work. So let this time period act as that gear shifting period for a better tomorrow. Other results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Leo ascendant and moon sign, it is Jupiter is the ruler of your 5th and the 8th house of horoscope, and Venus is the ruler of your 10th and the 3rd house of horoscope. Now, these two gurus are going to be conjunct in your 8th house of horoscope. So, this position of Jupiter and Venus indicates that this is a time period of uncertainty, all right? You might land yourself in sudden scenarios where you have to spend a lot of money, without a prior notice, or a sudden situation where you didn't expect yourself to be in. All right, so you have to visit hospitals, or you have to visit some secluded places, or you have to deal with certain secrets of other people, or certain situations in your life require your sudden immediate action to resolve something. All right, so just make sure that you are taking your time before pressing that hit button, before making those big decisions, especially related to investment. You have to read all the legalities properly before pressing the hit button, before finalizing anything. There can be changes with respect to your place of living, or there can be certain relocation related scenarios taking place in your sibling's life. All right, or for your career, you have to travel somewhere, or if you are into research field, if you are doing PhD, if you are into the field of any kind of research work, all right, then this time period is crucial one for you. You must make the best of this time period. Venus Jupiter in the 8th house will also give you good gains, especially inheritance related gains. So keep an eye on it. If you were to receive any kind of inheritance, then this is the perfect time period, and God is gonna bless you with that. Jupiter and Venus in the 8th house also shows that you will be indulging yourself into lots of various food, relishing all the food items. All right, so just keep a check on it. Make sure that you are combining exercising routine with self-indulgence. So not just food, but you are likely to find yourself spending or investing money in self-pleasurable activities and products and services as well. You will also be very soft-spoken during this time. There will be a different glow on your face, and so this is an overall good time period. All right, Rahu in the 9th house in the sign of Aries will also give you good travels. It can also give some health issues to your father, so just make sure of it. And Saturn in the 7th house is already teaching you to be better at public dealings. Other results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Virgo ascendant and moon sign, it is Jupiter is the ruler of your 4th and the 7th house of horoscope, whereas Venus is the ruler of your 9th and the second house of horoscope. And now both these gurus are going to be conjunct in your seventh house of horoscope. Now this is an auspicious or benefic conjunction, I would say. All right, a benefic conjunction. Two benevolent planets conjoining in a sattvic sign of Pisces, where one is exalted and one is in own sign. So definitely this is a great time period to travel abroad, to widen your horizon. If you were looking to feel beautiful from the inside out, all right, if you were looking to feel pleasurable or seek pleasures of life, or if you were looking to enhance your business dealings, if you were looking to beautify yourself, your personality, if you wanted to change your wardrobe and make it better, if you wanted to make any positive little changes or even big changes in your life, then this time period is gonna be fruitful for you. You're gonna be encountering people who will support you in enhancing your lifestyle and your personality. They will be acting as an addition in your life, all right, an asset to whatever you want to achieve in this lifetime. So make sure that public dealings are or should be one of your major concerns during this time. Whoever you're dealing with, whoever you're interacting with, especially if that person belongs to a foreign nationality, or if you don't deal with foreigners, then people from the other cities, other states, and then other countries are going to be bringing luck into your life. So do not hesitate, go out there, socialize, mingle with a lot of new people, especially of opposite sex. If you are willing to get married, or if you're willing to find a suitable life partner, or if you are already married and you want to make things better with your spouse, then this time period is bringing a golden opportunity for you all. Jupiter and Venus in the seventh house will also act as a fortune bringer in your life. There will be a lot of movement happening in your life for the betterment of your life, whereas it can also make you seek a lot of activities related to opposite sex. So just regulate all the things, stay in between, do not go on extreme ends of either of these things, whether you're enjoying or you're spending leisure time or you are spending a lot of money without any thought. So Saturn is in the sixth house, which is making you work hard in the day-to-day life activities, and Rahu in the eighth house is also taking you towards a lot of risk. You are prone to taking risks during this time, so make sure you are taking the right steps. Other results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Libra Ascendant and Moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your third and sixth house of horoscope, and Venus is the ruler of your first and the eighth house of horoscope. Now, these two benevolent planets, these two benefic gurus are going to be conjunct in the sixth house of battle, competition, pending karmas, or past life karmas, right? So what does it indicate is that this is a time period where your past life debts are being highly activated. So now a lot of karmic interventions will be taking place in your life. You might not be having an idea of where in the in this life I am experiencing these sudden things. Why am I getting into these aspects without any prior notice? So remember that this is a time period where your karmic account is being balanced out. So do not get panicked, rather indulge in a lot of yoga, a lot of exercising, going for walks, going for spa, going for massage therapies, or if you want to go to gym, if you are into any kind of spiritual practices, then this is the great time to make the best of these techniques and tools, which are going to be acting as a protective shield to you. All right, now I'm not saying that this is a negative transit fully, but you are prone to experiencing certain karmic interventions. So this is the reason that you have to be mindful of the people that you're dealing with, especially of the new people entering in your life, or if you are starting something new, if you are getting into a new job, then make sure that the environment is healthy. And of course, at first you will feel like everything is goody-goody, but later on you might find something fishy, all right? So just make sure of these things and you are good to go with. This is also a time period where you will be made aware of your own health issues. If you felt like there is something wrong with me, then it's time to get it checked during this time. It's going to be helpful in a long run. And avoid lending money to anybody during this time, all right? Or avoid taking up loans. Or if you want to take up loans, then make sure to get it done by government sources like banks, all right, instead of taking it up from private people or private sources. By that way, this transit is going to be good for all the Libra natives. You are clearing up your past life karmas. Okay, so do a lot of charity, help those that are in need, but only as much as you truly can. So this is also a time period where you will be more empathetic and sensitive. So guard your energies well. Saturn in the fifth house will make you focused on your education, on using your intellect at appropriate places and in an appropriate manner. Whereas Rahu in the seventh house is making you aggravated towards travel, towards exploring new places and meeting new people and opportunities as well. Overall results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Scorpio ascendant and moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your second and fifth house of horoscope, and Venus is the ruler of your 12th and the seventh house of horoscope. And now both these gurus, the most benevolent and benefic planets, are going to be conjunct in your fifth house of horoscope. So now a great triangle house. A great triangle house is being occupied by two of the most benefic planets, Jupiter and Venus, which indicates that fifth house is the house of your good past life karmas. If sixth house represents pending karmas of the past life, then fifth house represents the fortune or the fruits that you're gonna reap of your good karmas in the past life. So now Jupiter is in own sign here and Venus is exalted, which means that you're going to receive a lot of blessings because of your past life karma especially. All right. So this is a great time period for all the Scorpio natives, especially if you are a student, if you are working as a consultant, if you are at any kind of ministry or management related work, all right? You must make the best of this time period. If you are into the creative field, writing, publishing, media, creative arts, architecture, interior designing, writing, reading, publishing, then this is going to be a great time period for you all. If you are seeking blessings of God for the childbirth, or if you're trying to conceive, or if you are willing to see any betterment in your children's life, then this is a great time period to experience all of it. Jupiter and Venus in the fifth house will definitely make you a wiser person. You will suddenly have a windfall of cash arriving in your life. You will be creating new opportunities. You will be shown new ways of making more money. You will also feel more blessed during this time. So overall, this is a good period for all the Scorpio natives. Saturn in the fourth house will make you have that structure, routine, and order in your home, within your home setup, whereas Rahu in the sixth house is making you more competitive and you want to stay on top of your everyday routine life. So just make sure that you are investing your money at the right places, at the right time, and you are assessing everything, all right? You are not just listening to any person. You are doing your own research and then you are all good to go with your investments. Overall results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Sagittarius ascendant and moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your first and fourth house of horoscope, whereas Venus rules the 11th and 6th house of your horoscope. Now, these two most benefic and benevolent gurus are going to be conjunct in your fourth house. Jupiter is already strengthened in the fourth house in its own sign, and Venus is exalted, and Venus receives directional strength in the fourth house. So I guess Sagittarius natives are gonna have an excellent time period in terms of getting their loans approved, either of a car loan or home loan or a gold loan, or if you want to buy a new car, or if you are most likely to invest in real estate, if you are willing to invest in a new flat or a new house, or if you want to sell out your property, then this is a great time period for you all. You must make the best of this time period by putting in the best possible efforts. All right, this time period is as such that things are going to get attracted to you. You're going to be acting like a magnet. So all you need to do is make sure what you want to attract. What kind of opportunities are you seeking? Once you're clear about them, this Jupiter and Venus will give you everything that you desire. There will be a lot of renovation happening at your home, or if you want to set up an office-based practice, or if you want to beautify your personality, your wardrobe, your home, you want to invest in decor, this is a great time period to do so. I would highly recommend you to pay regards to your mother, to massage her feet every day night if you have the the fortune of staying with her. Even if you don't, then just remember her. If you have any issues with your mother or any mother figure in your life, if you have any problems in your family, at your home, then this is the time period when all these problems will be mitigated, or you will be taking steps to mitigate the same. Jupiter and Venus in the fourth house is also a great time period to reflect on your inner peace, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy, and make a conscious choice of not indulging in it again. All right. So overall, you will be feeling happy. Saturn will be in the third house, making you put in a lot of consistent efforts for a longer duration of time. You are enhancing your skill sets. Rahu in the fifth house is making you come up with creative ideas. It's enhancing your passion for life like anything. So this is a good time period, and other details are also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Capricorn ascendant and moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your 12th and 3rd house of horoscope, whereas Venus is the ruler of your 5th and the 10th house of horoscope. And now these two greatest of benefics are going to be conjunct in your 3rd house, where Jupiter is in its own sign and Venus is in exaltation. So this is a time period when all the Capricorn natives are most likely to explore their creative aspect of life, of their personality, which is a very rare scenario. All right, Capricorns are generally busy. They keep themselves occupied with their careers, with their duties and responsibilities. So this is going to be a time period where you will be prioritizing your creative aspect. You want to give priority to your skill sets. You want to take up that hobby course. You want to invest your money in gaining some knowledge about some kind of creative endeavor. So this is a great time period for the Capricorn natives to have a lot of short distance travel. You will be exploring new places of food, of art galleries, of museums, of any kind of creative activity that attracts you. So this is also a great time period when you can enhance your relationship with sibling. There can be good things happening in your sibling's life because of you or because of your planetary alignments. So watch out for the same and be there for them. You will be celebrating some small wins. You will be more free flowing in your communication during this time. All right, so if you want to send an email which is very important and you want some approval from your authorities, or if you want to enhance your communication skills, if you want to work on linguistic side of your personality, if you want to do a lot of shopping, then this is a time period when you will be endlessly indulging in all these areas of life. Whereas on the other hand, Saturn is in the second house. It's making you think about the long-term investments and returns. It's also making you very structured about your speech, about your familial values, about your familial dealings as well. Whereas Rahu in the fourth house is kind of making you be on the go. You are traveling a lot more often, or there are certain worries or concerns or sudden events taking place in terms of your mother or your familial aspect. So Jupiter and Saturn in third house will be a peaceful break from all these activities. So indulge in it during this time, and it will be taking off some of the pressure from your shoulders of the mundane duties and responsibilities. Other results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Aquarius ascendant and moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your 11th and 2nd house of horoscope, whereas Venus is the ruler of your 4th and 9th house of horoscope. And now both these benevolent, most benefic gurus are going to be conjunct in your 2nd house. Jupiter is in own sign, Venus is exalted. Now what better time period it could be than this one to enhance your luck and fortune of your family, especially if you wanted to make any betterment within your home, if you wanted to make any plans for the betterment of your family's future, then this time period is going to come up with a lot of creative ideas striking in your mind. You are going to be thinking about the betterment of your personality. You're going to be gifting yourself something. You want to invest in such areas or things or people that add up to your life. So for an example, you might gift yourself some ornaments, some jewel, new clothes, or a new book, name it any, or it might be a car. So you are likely to think about gifting yourself with something. You are likely to be focused on looking better, feeling better, thinking better, and doing better in life. Second house is all about acquiring things. It's the gain of the first house of yourself, your personality, your life. So these two great benefic planets in the second house will make you think about what exactly acts as an addition in your life and what should be subtracted from your life. All right. So pay close attention to these things, and you will be given an opportunity to bring grace, opportunities, and luck in your life. Jupiter and Venus in the second house also shows to me that there will be new ways of income that you can start with this during this time, or you can bring a fresh perspective to your existing way of generating your income. There will be good things happening. There will be a lot of flow coming into your father's life as well. Your family will be celebrating something. You will be hosting parties, or you can even go attend parties with your families during this time. Rahu, on the other hand, is making you creative. It's making you diplomatic. It's making you take up risks, but with a stable mindset. All right, Rahu is giving you ideas, futuristic ideas, I would say, and that is why you will be taking risks, but with a futuristic mind. Whereas Saturn is over your ascendant or over your moon, so Saturn is always making you think about the consequences of the things, of the decisions that you are taking up, which is a good thing. So overall results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placement and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha. For the Pisces ascendant and moon sign natives, Jupiter is the ruler of your first and 10th house of horoscope, whereas Venus is the ruler of your third and 8th house of horoscope. And now both these gurus, the greatest of benefics of all time, are going to be conjunct over your ascendant or over your moon. Now, this is a great time period for all the Pisceans out there. All right, you have to make the best of this time period by leveraging this time period. This conjunction, this duo in your first house is gonna make you look beautiful, feel beautiful, and do beautiful things. Chase your dreams, chase your wildest of fantasies. All right, so make sure that the fantasies that you're carrying, the dreams that you're holding up, are fruitful for your immediate future and your long term as well. This conjunction is great in a way that it will fulfill all your desires. People will be more amicable with you, situations and circumstances will be more in your favor, but on the other hand, it can make you prone to chasing certain things which are not serving for your highest good in a long run. Or it can make you get so much indulged in fantasy land that you forget to live in the reality, which is a natural Piscean trait, right? So stay in between. Do not go overboard on either of these sides. Stay in between and make sure to make the best of this time period by gifting yourself certain jewels, or by changing your wardrobe, by getting relocated. Remember, Saturn is also in the 12th house. There is a high possibility of relocation for you. And Rahu is in the second house. You are already experimenting with your speech. You are already being more assertive. And now with Jupiter and Venus in the first house, you will be feeling more creative. This is a great time period to give yourself that much needed break. Go on that trip, explore some places near the beach, go give yourself that makeover, give yourself that haircut that is much needed. And this is actually a good time period to replenish your soul. All right, you have to nourish yourself. You have to get engaged with people, activities, and situations which are good for your inner peace of mind, your well-being. By doing so, this is a great time period to become a magnet for attracting goodness in your life. A lot of wealth will be coming into your life. If you're looking to get married, or if you're already married, then this time period will see good growth on a positive note in these aspects of life. Other results will also be dependent on your natal planetary placements and your current Mahadasha and Antardasha.